about Kaggle. So Kaggle, let me go there to Kaggle. So Kaggle is actually a platform where like so many like data scientists will be there. So what happens is like they usually there it is known for few computations which are related to data science and machine learning. So like publishers will post data sets, so and also challenges regarding that. And what we should do is like we can solve it using machine learning, and then like there will be a prize money for that as well. So but like before with even without the competition, one good thing is like we can see the code like what they have, what others have published. So from that, even though like you are not participating in competition, you can still learn like how the top like data scientists or machine learning researchers, they are actually like coding, and like how you can learn from that. So actually I have learned like more from Kaggle than any other place, like how to code and like what will be the best approach to take. So I actually have done this like initially. So like you can see the list of notebooks like which I have created, and also what I have referred, all those things. So like once you have created it, I have signed it. So in case if you don't have an account, please sign up to this. So this will be very useful website for all the data science. So at least in the initial phase, like it will be much useful. And also many of them, like once you start attending a competition, like trying out some competitions, and in case if you get to top like 20 or top 50, depending on the competition, so they will allot a bronze, silver or gold badge to you. So these are really useful in case to build up your profile initially, like in the initial phases at least. So and so that is all. Let's see, like let me click on this compete here. So this compete actually will give you, these are a few competitions, like okay. So these competitions were like let's go into one of them and then see. So let me go into a classical machine learning one, so or anything. So predict feature sales, this looks quite simple. So let me go into this. So this is not a not for competition. So means like not for prize money. You can see here few are just for knowledge, and few are there like where there is a prize money. So this is lift motion prediction for autonomous vehicles, like which is $30,000 like as a prize money. Similarly, like we have others as well. So we can do any of them. So let me go to a simple one. So this is about like NLP related, where you, let me go to this easy one, like okay, or is like this is also fine. That volcano eruption, which will be slightly different from others. So okay, before all those, like if it is knowledge, let's go for this as well. Okay. So what this particular project actually is, like sorry, a competition actually is. So it gives you a set of images where it is like digits. So you can go to this data, or you can read like the data here. So description of this data here. So and also apart from that, you can go to the data where you can download the data set. So and there will be a description of each data set. So it says like its data set contains image. Each image is like 28 by 28 pixel. So total 174 pixels. So those values, what they have done is they have made it as a column, and they gave you. You can preview your data set here. So this is pixel 0, pixel 1, similar, so on. So that they gave value for 783 pixels. So it actually indirectly shows a kind of image, like you can see in this background here. So there are digits you can see, right? So the idea of this particular competition is to identify that handwritten digit over there. So this contains the images of handwritten digits. So this 3, 1, 4, 9, 2, all these things are there, right? So each of a digit you should be identifying like what it is exactly. So this will have many use cases in case if you do it. So this will have many use cases, right? So like in case if we have a pin code or something, right? So postal code. So if you just scan, like it will contain the handwritten digit over there in the boxes. So you can just like scan it through our algorithm, and it should be able to graph what is the number over there. So that is very basic example. There it is how used in like many different things. So what you can see is now this is about Kaggle. Okay, so you can go to this notebooks where you will have like notebooks of like various other data scientists who have actually worked on it and have submitted. Okay, so you can actually sort by a kind of, these are like upvotes. Like you can, in case if you like a notebook, you can give an upvote. So this one actually has been liked by like 5,400 data scientists. So this is related to deep learning, but let me first show something which was belongs to classical machine learning. But most people use deep learning for image related computation. That's okay. Like let me go here and show how to see it. So okay, so this is a notebook, like it is similar to our Python notebook. It has nothing different. It these are like similar to our Jupyter notebook. So where you can also one thing is like apart from your code, you they also give like nice explanation and explain our code, like divide our code into different phases here. You can see like introduction and then data preparation, where you load the data, check for null values, all these like steps. You can see like they have been uh, making it separately. So and there is a lot of description given here that is very nice. And in competitions, like usually they expect you to give this kind of description and analysis explanation for your code, so which actually will be pretty good. So like this is one more thing, like I will walk you through the notebook here. So one of them is here is like, first thing is they imported all the required functionalities here. Okay, so and next second part, like what they have done is they have like loaded those train test like data here. So actually you don't have to download your data set. Like few cases your data set will be in like GBs. You don't have to download. Actually you, what you can do is you can like this Kaggle website itself contains your data, so that you can load it through this way. So dot input like train.cv and test.cv, because like we have seen in the data that it contains two files like train.cv and test.cv. So here the data test split is already been done, so we don't have to do it here. So they actually want to evaluate your data on this test, like and train it on this data set and test it on this data set. Okay, so and this is how like the code is done, where they have taken train in X train, a Y train in one variable, and similarly uh, they are dropping the column there and taking this as X. And you can see they are making few plots with that. So these are the different labels. So zero digit, there are like few 4,000 samples of zero digit. Similarly, 4,500 samples of one digit. Similarly, these are the labels. Like this is a ground truth. Okay, and they are making some analysis. Is there any missing values or something by looking at this? So and in case if there are missing values, they can we have discussed like what should be done. We have to either replace it with some other value or maybe delete those values. So and they are doing normalization here, and similarly they are reshaping their values to make it as an image. And here there is something like one hot encoding, which I'll discuss like later. So and they have done, and also internally they are again making one more split. This you can say it as like one more split. We can treat it as this validation, cross validation kind of split. Okay, and they are making this. Similarly, you can see like one of the example, he has plotted it here. See, this is 8, right? So we have to give it this to a model, and it should automatically return you 8. So okay, so and like next part of code is actually belongs to deep learning, which we'll anyway discuss in further sessions. So and finally what they do is like they have given a nice description, right? That is what I want to show you here. So and finally they are using this train and test, like and later they also compute confusion metrics. So previously we have discussed about two class like confusion metrics like in most of the time. Similarly, you can do the same for like multiple class. So here there are like 10 classes, right? So these are the actual labels and these are the prediction labels on here. So where 0 is predicted as 0 for like 4 not 8 times, and you have few misdetections here as a 6 sometimes, 3 sometimes, and 9 sometimes. And similarly for the other case, you can see it from this performance here. So next thing is they are also calculating accuracy. They are seeing it here. See, so this is 8, right? So sometimes you predicted as 8. It is predicted as by 8, but it is actually 3. But it looks like that. Like sometimes it seems like 8, right? So even I was actually confused with it as 8. So this looks like Y, but it is 4. Okay, but predicted as 1 sometimes, because some people write 1 as something like this. So this is 4, this is clear, this is 4, this is 4, and this is predicted as 0, but it is 9 it seems. But this looks like 0 mostly, but even though there is a slight this here. So these kind of things as well, like it should be able to predict. Here they have shown like what are few errors, what they got. And similarly, anyway, it will do good in some cases. Finally, you can do a submission code here. So there will be this code will be given to you like over there, like how to submit it. So you can follow those and then submit it. Okay. So but in case if you want to take this code, okay, and do modification and submit for yourself, what you can do is you can do this copy and edit. If you click on this copy and edit, what will happen is that you will actually get that code to your notebook. Okay. So if you click on here, this looks more like a Google Collaborate. So actually all that code comes to your account. So where you can do modifications as you want. So you can do modifications like I want to delete this or add some other code. Okay, you can still do that. And maybe add numpy is there, right? So like however you want, and then like once you do the changes, you can still run it here itself within the Kaggle. Like you don't need a Python installed in your local. Like this is completely entirely within your like Kaggle session. So within your browser, it's just like your Google Colab or like other cloud platforms like which I have introduced you to, right? So it is similar to that. So like you can run it like this, click on run each step like once at a time, or maybe run all like where you it will load the data set. Okay, I have actually interrupted it like in between. So but it will start loading like because I have interrupted it, I got an error. But you can load completely just by clicking on run on. Okay, and you can see it here. So all the data you can have it here. Okay, so there is a column here where data input, and you have this test and train. So this is what we try to load it from there. So the data here, right? So we try to load it from here. So and apart from that, finally you can add your own data as well from here as data, and then you can upload your data set, and that data set you can use it for run as well. So for a computations, like mostly for in case of a computations, like they allow you to like use external data set where you can download few other open source data set, or you can prepare your own data set and you can upload it here and use it for your computations. Okay, so this is one more thing. Like finally for submission of code, like again, so I am actually running it now. Like I think it is somewhere here. Yeah, it is currently, what is it doing? Like it is actually training now. Okay, so I don't want to train it, I want to end it now because I don't want to submit it here. So this is how like you can actually collaborate with others as well by clicking on share, and then you can add other people's here, and then like because like most of the competition they are allowed to do it like is a team of 3 or 4. Okay, so in that case, like what you do is you can collaborate with each other and then submit your do your submission. Okay, so this is about Kaggle here. So let me not take it. I'm leaving the different. So let's see. This is about like mostly about Kaggle. Like you can explore more. So basic idea is to, instead of, so let me see this like mechanism of, so algorithm that classifies drug based on biological activity. So I think this data, if you go, so this data might contain some cells information, and from that they actually wanted to predict like if they have consumed a drug or like what drug it is or something like that. So there will be like various, like the use cases will be enormous for machine learning. So that's okay. So what I'm actually want to say is like explore more of these notebooks which others has done. So you can just go to notebooks and see like various notebooks, or you can search so logistic regression tutorial, maybe this one. So okay, so and what we can do is like you can learn actually a lot from these, like how actually to approach a problem, how to do EDA again. Like this is one more exploratory data analysis, and what actually to be done will be aligned what different plots. Mostly like what I observed in Kaggle is like they do very interesting plots. You can learn like different kinds of plot actually to Kaggle notebooks. So like this is one more thing, but other thing is like how to approach a problem is very well known. Like will actually will be taken care like in Kaggle notebooks, because like there will be like top data scientists who will be working on it. So and at least for a beginner phase, like this is very important, very good, and to build up your profile in like machine learning area. So this will be very good opportunity to try a few Kaggle competitions and explore like different data sets, right? So you will actually learn so much. So that rather than the conventional learning, this will actually give you very good kind of information. So you can see from this one, like let me show something. So here they are using logistic regression, where they have imported the model from scikit-learn, and they are using L1 regularization, where the penalty equal to L1 if you choose it like this. So it is an L1 regularization, which we have discussed, right? So in the previous session. So and they are doing model fit, where they are training the model and they are doing prediction here. So and finally, what they are trying to do is they these are the few metrics like what we have discussed, right? So they have mentioned all these here, and like all those like you can compute it this way, and finally you can plot it, and this is for deciding the threshold, and this is a AOC curve and ROC curve, yeah, and so on, yeah. So this is about like this is how like finally it is done and you approach it. Okay, so okay, so this is very nice presentation of like logistic regression, right? So similarly there will be like many others. So I would recommend you to create an account and explore this more. Okay, this will be very helpful. I think that's it about Kaggle.